Hi guys, thanks for joining me for Step by Step, my weekly show on my channel. So today I'm taking a dining room chair and I'm gonna fix the problems with it and kind of change its look a little bit. So we saw some spindles that were loose and you see layers of fabric that covered the chair. So we're just going to go over a few things so you can pull those apart, put glue in them, and then use a clamp to tighten it up. You want to spin it around a little bit to get the glue all through it. And then of course when you have it clamped, you want to wipe off the excess. And also we give the piece a good cleaning with Dixie Belle's White Lightning. You never want to forget that step. Um, Even if it looks clean, give it a spray with that. You can dilute it in a spray bottle, and then just make sure you wipe off the excess with water. So while that was drying, then I looked at the seat. So it took me a while with the screwdriver and with the pliers to get rid of all the staples and the little tacks that were holding the layers of fabric. So I did get one layer of fabric off first, and then I was left with that. So you can see it was all worn in the front. It looked like that might have been the original fabric. It might have been pretty in its day. And those were the teeny little tacks that held that on. So that's what it looked like when I took that fabric off. I really didn't want to have fabric on it. So I flipped it over and I was much more intrigued with that side. It had a little stain on it. And for whatever reason, I really loved that staple and I wished I could have kept it, but you know, might not be good to sit on staples. So Howdy Do hemp seed oil was what I used on that seat to get it to look good again. I just sanded it a little bit, and then I took the hemp seed oil and just squirted a little bit on the seat, and then just took a rag, in this case a paper towel, and usually you want to use a lint-free rag, but I had paper towels handy and that's what I grabbed. So just rubbed this oil into the surface, and you can see how it just totally woke up the stain on that and really made it look good. So I was pretty pleased with it. Now I did this a little bit out of order, but I think we're generally in step-by-step order. I was hurrying today to get this done for you, but I really love how that turned out. So try that oil. It's just great if you have areas on the piece that you really don't want to paint. I even like that there was still little marks on there. So the rest of the chair I painted in Midnight Sky, and I got away with one coat. I gave a nice light even coat, and I could see some of the wood coming through, and normally I would have opted for a second coat, but since I did that treatment to the chair, the seat, I wanted to keep it kind of just natural. I wanted to see that wood grain through there a little bit. You'll see the table that I'm pairing it with. So I was sort of getting like this little industrial vibe from it. So that's what it looked like when it was done with just one coat. So Dixie Belle paint has amazing coverage. So I did skip a step here. I thought I filmed it, but I didn't. I put a stripe down the middle of the chair, as you can see, and I simply used masking tape to do that. And the color I used was French linen. So first I used clear wax, and then I went to Dixie Belle's brown wax. And it's the best dang wax in brown, and I'm just using a little stencil brush, and I'm just kind of giving it some character, going along those edges and just kind of smoothing, because I had wiped that wax around. I probably didn't wait long enough, and I moved a little bit of the paint around, but I didn't, dislike it, so I just thought I'm just going to keep going with the aging process on this. So I used the brown wax to just kind of put a little character in there, and I totally ended up loving the results. So I really like using a small stencil brush for adding the accent wax. Now I like a great big one for doing the clear wax. So there's how the chair turned out, and that's the table that it's paired with. It's a spool table, and then there's a little solid surface turntable. Tom Thompson, one of the vendors in my shop, did it. So I just love the way the chair turned out. So please join me every Saturday at 4 o'clock and comment and let me know how you feel about this chair. Thanks so much for watching, and please subscribe to the channel and join me at lavintagedecor.company. You can see what we have going on. And also visit us on Instagram at lavintagedecor and on Facebook at lavintagedecor Altoona. Have a great day.